Okay, so Unit 7, Lesson 2, this is part 2 of the videos. We're going to look at solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. So Lesson 1 was solving quadratic equations by factoring. Today is just another method to find the same answers. So the quadratic formula, it's going to give me x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all of that divided by 2a. Now, the a, b, and c come from our standard form of the quadratic. So if you remember standard form of a quadratic, it's y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And so the number in front of x squared is my a, the number in front of x is my b, and the plain number is my c. X's do not go inside the quadratic formula. We're just going to take the numbers. So let's look at an example. Let's say I have x squared plus 2x equals 8. Now, in order to use the quadratic formula, I need everything on the same side of the equal sign and 0 on the other side. So I need to move this 8 over. So I get x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. And I'm going to identify my a, b, and c so I can plug it into my quadratic formula. So a is the number in front of x squared. There's no number, so it's an understood 1. B is the number in front of x, so it's 2. And c is the number by itself, so negative 8. Now I'm going to take all these values and just plug them in to my quadratic formula. So I'm going to have x equals negative b, so the opposite of whatever b is. If b was negative, then it would be positive here, right? My b is positive though, so I'm going to have negative 2 plus or minus the square root of the b value squared, so I have 2 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, and then times c, which is negative 8, all divided by 2 times a, which is 1. So I just plugged in my numbers to our formula. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to simplify it. And I'm just going to start by simplifying the square root. So I'm going to have x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared is 4. And then I have negative 4 times 1, which is negative 4, times negative 8. Negative 4 times negative 8 gives me positive 32 divided by 2. So I get x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 36 divided by 2. So I get x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 36. This is a perfect square, and I know it's 6 over 2. Now, to get our two different answers like we got when we factored, that's where this plus or minus comes in. I can rewrite this as two different answers. I get x equals negative 2 plus 6 divided by 2, and x equals negative 2 minus 6 divided by 2. And now I'm just going to simplify those. So I get x equals negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And on this one, negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8 divided by 2 gives me negative 4. And those are my two solutions using the quadratic formula. And if we tried to factor it, we'd get the same values. Okay? If y'all have any questions, of course I'm here. You have an in-class assignment and a homework assignment that will be due on Tuesday. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.